In the last episode, I asked you to choose between these three women who we would choose to be our second wife. Thanks to those who let me know in the comments who they would choose, and I also thank you guys for going into a bit of detail as to why you thought they would be the best. I had to do the big decider, and I have landed on the younger and the probably more suitable Crusader here. She was initially one of the candidates for the first and primary wife. Now, stat-wise, she doesn't really fit us, but it's not an important part for here because she's not going to be helping us on our council. What the main ones here and what we're looking for is the matching traits, I guess you could say. I mean, she's forgiving, she's also just and humble, and she's a flamboyant trickster, which might come in handy for us, but she's also comely. Same faith, same kind of culture as well. So she's currently visiting in the court here in Bukhara. So we have put out a marriage proposal, and she will, once she accepts it, the chance of children is very high, and congenital traits will be comely and quick. We gain no prestige from this, but she does get quite a whack here. So we are going to send this proposal through now to Crusader as our second wife. There it goes. It has been sent, and we just now need to wait. So this is going to be the back out twice a week, the series. I, Crusader, gladly accept your hand in marriage. May our union bring happiness and fulfillment, my benevolent husband. Excellent. So we now have two wives. We have a space for two more, but at our level, we only really needed the one, but we've got a spare one there as well. To the benign Isma'il. Thank you for your swift response. I am looking forward to our correspondence. Please, I implore you, pick the first subject for us to discuss. Oh, that's right. At the end of last episode, we had an opportunity to begin correspondence with the Emir here of Bukhara, which is here. So nice, good, possible ally here. So let's have a look at him. And do we want to share war stories? Maybe some rumors will get caught, or maybe I'll send a gift as well. What shall we discuss? Well, he's also just and forgiving. He's also a diligent, intricate web weaver, and thankfully a fellow supporter of the Caliph. Has a little bit of stewardship and learning about him as well. Yes, we would get on really well. You know what? I think, well, I won't. War stories, I'm not really into war. We haven't really done a war, so I don't think, well, our stories definitely would not be. That'd be probably of, yeah. So maybe we can ask him to send us some rumours of courts, perhaps. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if he likes to share gossip. So the plans are today, we are going to just basically solidify. We have 109 in the bank. You have great... Oh, no. Whoopsie daisy. That's life. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it would, but never mind. In the meantime, there's been a break-in in the armory. Curses. Those accursed children, my nephew Elias and his compatriot Ahmed, were caught red-handed having snuck into the armory. Don't they know that weapons are dangerous? One of the servants caught them in the act. Ahmed was caught writhing and bleeding on the floor while Elias simply played on with his stolen axe. Apparently, Elias didn't want to stop having fun just because Ahmed messed up. What will become of that boy? Well, Elias is our nephew and he is our ward, and well, they're both my nephews, so to say I wouldn't care about Ahmed doesn't sit. And why would a child grow closer to forming a rivalry? This will mean that Elias keeps his arbitrary trade. Okay. Well, you should have admitted your wrongdoing, you brat. I am forgiving. And I'm just. So Elias would lose arbitrary and gain honest. Why didn't you help him immediately? Okay, so either of these last two we're going to gain stress, but he loses again arbitrary and gains the trait impatient. I don't believe this would suit because I am a forgiving just... Yeah, I don't think we would keep... Not because he's our nephew as well, we would have some sort of concern for him. So we're going to get out the good old-fashioned dice and find out. Okay, let's have a look and see what the roll of the dice will be, shall we? It's the 2, so between the 2 stress ones, we are going to say to him, Head, why didn't you help him immediately? He will lose arbitrary but gain impatient, so impatient loses his learning. Yeah. Okay. It's one for the t'other, but yes, that is what was decided, because we've got some delicate affairs to look at here. Naib has been of real help in the past few days, aiding me in my efforts to strengthen the realm's ties with our neighbours. He has just offered himself again to help me gain High Chieftain Eunice's trust. It's so hard to find someone who can truly rely on these days. Okay, let's have a quick look at him. Okay, he's just to the north of, well, not us, but he is to the north of my brother's realm. Okay. He is currently raiding our brother's lands, so, okay. I don't look too favourably on that. I shall remember your kindness. No, I don't think he becomes my friend. Actually, you know what? High Chieftain is not worth the effort. To be frank with you, Naib, I do appreciate your... But he is raiding the lands of my brother. So he is not worth it. We can now negotiate the alliance with my brother and my liege. Yeah, form the alliance. I am honoured this by your request, brother, and I shall be happy to call you an ally. That is marvellous news, though we do have some differences. Valley or present, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I am reminded of this as I woke up coughing the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. You seem to be under the weather, my lord. I know a fair number of suitable remedies. Pawina, my court physician. Yes, do no more than is necessary. We are ill. Oh no, we have gotten even worse. Pawina told me to lie down on the bed and then to offer her my hands. Firmly she rubbed and slapped my palms until they were red and then repeated the treatment of my soles. As a finishing touch, she pinched me gently up and down my limbs. This odd procedure did nothing to improve my state. In truth, I think I feel worse. Pawina, what have you done? Go away. Go away. I want to rest. You've given me worse symptoms, Pawina. Oh my goodness. My health is still fine, but we are gravely ill. Right, we have a diplomacy perk unlocked. Out of the family, close family opinion will go up by plus 15%. My wife is also pregnant, so both my wives are pregnant. Well done, son. Firm hand. Okay, benevolent. Intent. I think we'll go thoughtful. We are the diplomat way. We will be thoughtful. So both my wives are pregnant. This should be fun. This should be interesting. We have gaining a little bit of gold. I'm just having a look at the council. And we have, yes, organising the army. There is nothing else for him to do. I guess we could look and see if there is anyone better. Even our steward. Looking at our steward, we can see that we do have our tax collector who would be a lot better off than this. But we've had this before. Shakran, though he is calm and honest, he is ambitious and he is Iranian heritage, which is good for us, and he is also of our religion. Though our current steward is seen as a powerful vassal. He has done nothing. If anything, he has tried to help. There is no justification in the mind of Isma'il as to why he should change. Though the education of Chakran is better, he would be do a better job. He can see no reason to change. He can see no reason why. Well, however, Chakran will be someone we will keep an eye on. Looking at our Marshal here, there is again nobody better. So the council will remain unchanged. Finally, as I woke this morning, I observed the first rays of sunshine. It took me a moment to realise I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. Oh, I'm glad to be well again. I am so glad to be well again. I have to have a look at my physician, her treatment. Okay, interesting. We have a son and heir, and this is working. This is just wonderful. We actually do have a suggested name that was put through and is actually on the list. Now I do need to change it up a little bit, but I will be there shortly. And this person, this big supporter of the channel and a friend, has got his wish and as to who his mother shall be as well. With a tired yet blissful smile, Catty Owen presents me with two perfect little children. My sweet children, one of you will grow up to carry on my legacy, and the other will always remain in his shadow. I hope you will love each other, come what may. And our second child, Neelab, well, our daughter, a son and daughter, I will name her after your mother. You will take the name of your mother over my son, though I would like to name you in tradition as my father or myself. I believe that the future is great. I believe that you will be like a mighty man among many. And I shall name you. May you both grow strong and wise. So with the birth of twins to our second wife, we are also expecting our first wife to bear child shortly. But our heir is secure in Godzilla, Saminad. He will be a great, mighty man. What the future holds for him, we do not yet know. I was shocked when I caught my nephew trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Naib Kavus. He gave me an impressive speech on how he now understood why what he had done was wrong. Oh, okay. My other guess and ward. Caught stealing from the Chancellor's chest. Oh, son. Well, dear nephew, I should say. We are all but small pieces of the world. You will keep humble. No, we have to cover up your wrongdoings. Deceitful. Be honest. You will see others open to you. Or he gains the honest truth trait. Again, we gain stress from the last two. Ismail, who is an honest and just man. My nephew, be honest, and you will see others open to you. We are going to look at investing in the realm here. We will look at Bukhara first and foremost and see. We are in the midst of converting the county faith. Now, this is going to take at least another 9 years. So we've got a lot of work to do. However, what we can do in terms of Bukhara itself, we have just recently added the mud brick towers. We can look at something I feel that's going to help us. Let's have a look and see what we got here. We could do some cattle pastures and give us some more tax and help our supply limit and give us a little bit of levies. Hunting grounds, well, yes, hunting could be in there. Or barracks. It will reduce our grand tournament hostings. And also our infantry and spearmen will receive a better damage and more levies as well. That is something that could very well be something we want to look at. Perhaps we could look at some high tents, but though we do not have any skirmishers or archers right now. Stables, not really. Blacksmiths are someone I do look at. Smelting ore could be very content for us. We could tournaments and dual contests, and holdings will be 50% cheaper. The station men at arms will receive 10% damage, and our holding taxes plus 4%. And we'll get better reinforcement rate and night effectiveness. We are at 154. We are going to wait a little bit longer, and we're probably going to look at committing to Bukhara, the blacksmiths. Now, we must not forget our other county here, which we haven't really invested in. It's currently got a small grapeyard. So we might look at investing in farms and fields here instead. So same sort of a price. It's going to give us, feast holding cheaper, and it's going to give us an extra tax amount of 0.5 a month. So we've got two options there. I think we might look at Furba before we look at Bukhara. My daughters, my goodness, my children, my wives, more twins. 2 sets of twins. Oh, Avizer, you have been so brave, so strong, words cannot describe my love for you, and now we have 2 perfect little girls. Who will you become, my dears, and what shall we call you? Oh, we have Asan and we have Rukash at the moment. Well, we are... My goodness. We already have a daughter who is named after her mother, so we will leave them with the names. I think the names they have makes sense. Get your name suggestions in the comments, guys, as well as perfect opportunity to let me know. If you want to be in the game, we can do it this way. So for now, we will leave our children as Afsan and also Rukashan. So have a look. They're both twins there. Afsan is intelligent and fecund, and her sister is quick and fecund. May you both grow strong and wise, my daughters. Oh. It is about loyalty or fear. After their valley, my vassals owe me their allegiance. My word is law, but now, how much is obedience without devotion worth? In times of crisis, a slow response or half-hearted effort can lead to disaster. Can I afford such a risk? Perhaps I will win their unwavering loyalty. She is 3, so she will need a education focus. It looks like she is swaying towards being of an intrigue. We will allow that focus in the education. My eldest daughter. One day, some merchants I am acquainted with wished to offer me a present after we finished negotiating a deal for some business related to my realm's administration. The gift turned out to be a weighing scale made with fine materials. You should always keep your own scales, as you never know what to expect from the scales of a dishonest trader, my lord, one of the merchants tells me. We can vouch that these pair of scales are well balanced. Even if you don't have much use for it, I'm sure one of the servants might. At the very least, you can intimidate dishonest merchants into giving you an honest deal. This is surely be useful. I appreciate it. Yes, we have received some scales. Personal weighing scales. They will give me extra stewardship and some resistance to hostile schemes. Yes, we will trust in the scales. Very lovely. Ceramics made in Bukhara have recently become something of a fad in other lands, and they are selling for high prices. A number of merchants have flocked to the area to expand their business opportunities there, and this is helping the local economy boom. That is great to hear. So we get renowned for ceramics for 8 years, which gives us 10% holding tax. Brilliant. I could always use a little bit of the extra gold. As we push 200, once we get to 200, I will make a decision and commit to investing in the realm, unless war dictates otherwise. I have 2 servants who are married to each other and are famous at my court for their constant bickering. It isn't truly hateful by any means, as they're very happy together. The couple just love to make snide remarks and sarcastic comments to each other all the time. It's almost like a hobby of theirs. If anything, it's pretty amusing to see how they try to verbally outwit each other every day. Having them around certainly helps keep the atmosphere light-hearted, as everyone enjoys witnessing their battle of wits, clever words, and entertaining taunts. On the other hand, it is a little unprofessional, even if they do their best not to do it in formal occasions. We can gain the muse for 5 years. It's going to increase our diplomacy. No, we'll keep it at home. Look, as long as they don't cause a real scene, it's fine with me. Yeah, it's always good to see. It is fine with me. Let's just have a look at our rival. He's currently travelling towards Nakasab. He's in fine health. He did try to murder us. We have not forgotten. He's probably paying homage to his liege. We will keep an eye ever present on him. It's been asked to maybe... Oh, my wife is pregnant again. Yeah. Some of our members... My wife, Katia, is pregnant as well. Oh! We are busy. My nephew, Elias, seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He slept underneath one of the tables in there, hid from people for the entire meal. He's our ward and nephew. The important thing is that the guests know that you are there. Maybe focus on the food if the company bothers you. You are my nephew, and you are my ward. I care for my wards. You are shy and impatient and charming. I believe your education is diplomacy, so that would make it difficult to be shy. Gluttonous, so it could work in your favour as a diplomat, potentially. Being shy does not help. We must think on this. We will consult the holy dice. The important thing is that the guests know you were there, my nephew. And there we will leave it, folks, as we enter the end of December and into the January the 1st of 873. Isma'il the Just of Bukhara of House Saminad. We've confirmed an alliance with our brother and Amir. We have had 2 sets of twins born to us, one including an heir who has Godzilla, and our wives are again pregnant. We are expanding our family. Now our lands remain the same. We are content, but we are humble, we are just, and passionate. So, we will leave it there. Thank you very much for those who voted in the last episode in regards to our second wife. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your subscriptions. So if you're new to this channel and want to see more, please subscribe down below. Feel free to comment down below too. Have your say in children's names if you want to be in the game. Hit me up with a name. You know, I might need to change it up a little bit, but feel free if you want to be in the game. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I am Pakira. Kia kaha.